Hello everybody and welcome back to another Audrey Vlogs, but today we're going to be doing a story time because I need to talk to you about something embarrassing that happened at school today. It is currently around 11, last time that I checked. I think it's like 10:50 or 49 right now. I don't remember, So I was at school, and it was right before intervention at 11:40. No, I think it was after intervention. So we were getting ready to go to lunch. And I was reading my book. And sometimes when I read my book, I like to chew on a pen. And I know it's weird. I don't chew on the actual pen. That's gross. I chew on the cap of the pen. So I had to work on some language because my teacher had just assigned some language, and then I was reading my book. And then hold on. I put it in my mouth like this and shot it out like that, literally. And it was pretty epic. Just shot onto my desk. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then it landed right directly next to my pen, and I wasn't really paying any attention because I was grabbing my pencil to do my language. So I reached over and I was just writing down my answers for my language, and I reached over to chew on the cap. But I grabbed the pen that was right next to the cap. I started chewing on the pen. The end of the pen. And I don't know about you guys, but I like to suck on the end of the cap for some reason. And I was sucking on it. And the second that I did do this. What are you doing, Suki? Ink went in my mouth, and I was like, what is this wet? And then I pulled it out of my mouth, and there was black ink all over the outside of the pen. So I just immediately started spitting into my jacket, grabbing my water and drinking it. And my seat partner, which is the person that sits next to me at my desk, was asking me, are you okay? Are you okay? I'm like, with my water bottle still in my mouth. I didn't want to take it out because I didn't want to show anybody that ink had gotten all over my mouth. And he was like, show me what happened. So I kept pointing to the pen. Over and over again. He was like, did it explode? I was like, He was like, where? I kept pointing to my mouth. So he pulled the water bottle out of my mouth. He was like, show me your tongue, please. I was like, my tongue was stained black. There was this big old spot on the end of my chin that was covered in black as well, which was ink. And I had spit it out, like I told you, in several different spots, and I must have stuck my chin in it. It was a big old glob of it on my chin. It was all over my tongue, on my teeth, around my mouth, around my lips. It was nasty, and I immediately went to the bathroom after not immediately. After 2 minutes, I went up to the teacher and I said, Mrs. Henry, I was sucking on my pen, and then ink went all over my mouth. So I had to go down to the bathroom. I sat in there for 5 minutes, rubbing my tongue and rubbing the bottom of my chin. And then a little while later, at lunch, I could still taste the ink in my mouth, and it was awful. I had to keep on getting drinks. But then a little later at lunch, when we were sitting down, Josie Page and I, we were all talking about Warriors and Brave Lands and the books that we had just gotten from the book fair. So, and then this kid named Jacob in my class I started talking about what happened in the classroom with the pen. And he was like, oh, did you get ink poisoning? I was like, what? Is that a thing? He's like, yeah, it's a thing. You could die from that. I'm like, I'm gonna die? Oh, I gotta tell my mom I love her. And I was panicking. And I was thinking about it for a little while. So, right as we got back, I had no time to talk to Mrs. Henry, which is my teacher. So then we started to get into science. Science are our energy boards. And then we started getting into social studies, which was our map keys. And then I went up to her desk and I was like, is there such thing as ink poisoning? And she was like, yeah, I'm pretty sure. I was like, do I have it? She's like, no, you would have been very sick and had to go home and feverish. I'm like, but I have a bad cold. And I have been having this cold for a while, so I don't think I have ink poisoning. But she said that I'd probably have to drink a whole entire bucket of ink, and I barely swallowed a piece of ink. It was only the ink that was in my mouth when I was drinking my water. So I didn't drink very much. Oh my God. Well, I'm pretty sick right now, and I'm not sick. I just have a chest cold. Not even chest cold. Nasal allergies. Yeah, that's what it's called. Nasal allergies, and my nose is pretty stuffy, and my voice just sounds really weird lately. And I have actually made up with my best friends today. Her name is Brooke, and we were fighting yesterday. And now we're friends again, and that's how it always works with girls. And this is my crochet doll. Now watch me whip. Oh, hold on. Now watch me whip. Now watch me nene. Watch me whip, whip. Watch me nene. Do the stanky leg. Wait. Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. Do the stanky leg. Now watch me bop, 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 bop. I don't know how to bop, so I didn't make this. I made. Are you ready, guys? I made Jennifer. High five. Pew. There. I made this weird little rag doll, and then here's the hat for the crochet lady. They're pretty. She also has a baby somewhere. Oh, there it is. I accidentally pulled the baby off, but I think it's super cute, unattached. She used to hang on to the back of it and swing it around, which isn't very nice. So, decided to pull it off. But, thank you guys so much for watching my story time. That was just a terrible, terrible experience. And it just tasted so bad. I wanted to tell you guys all about it. And sorry for wasting your time telling you about my ink pen exploding in my mouth. Which I do not have my ink pen anymore. So, thank God. But, well, it's just pretty bad. Love you guys. Bye.